Hey friends, this is me Avinash, and today we'll be solving a very interesting problem. So the problem is basically merge k sorted list, and in this question we are having an array of k lists, and those lists are already sorted in increasing order. And what we all need to do here is we just need to sort the entire k list into a single linked list, and that also should be sorted in increasing order. Okay. So I hope the problem statement is pretty clear to you now. So basically, we can solve it by just storing all the elements in the array and then sort all the elements in increasing order, and then create a single linked list by connecting each of the elements, right? So it will take a lot of time, so and space as well. So what is the time? The time will basically, let's say that there are total k elements right here, right? I'm sorry, total k lists right here, and each of the list may have total n elements in it in worst case. Just think about the worst case, right? Now, as each of the list may have n elements in it, so what is the total size that we can have? So that is n into k, right? And as we will again try to create an auxiliary array of n into k size, right? N into k elements, and we need to sort that. So what is the time complexity for sorting an auxiliary array of size n into k? So that will be nk log nk, isn't it? Cool. Now, the space required to create the auxiliary array is nk, right? And after the array is sorted in increasing order, we have our answer? No, we do not have our answer. We just have the sorted list. Okay, we do not have the sorted linked list. So to create the linked list, we just need to connect each of the element in the sorted array together. So that will again take order of nk time. I'm sorry, order of nk space. So, so by gathering all the information in total, we have just a second. Yeah, we have total 2 into nk space and nk log nk time. Okay. Okay. So that is too much. That is costly, isn't it? Uh, we can do the solution. We can solve this particular question with a better way. Okay. So let's understand how to solve it in better way. So basically, guys, let me erase these things. Okay. So I want you to remember the merge sort right here, right? So for example, we are having let's say total 5 lists right here. Okay, total 5 lists, and see what this is the array. This is the list that we are having. Okay, this is the list, and we will solve it in place. Okay, so that is why the space complexity will be the explicit. Okay, I'm talking about the explicit space complexity because I'll be solving this particular problem using recursion, so the implicit space will not be considered right here. Okay, perfect. So now let's say we are having total 5 elements. Okay, so let's say we have connected the first and last element, a list together, because these two lists are already sorted. So we, I can simply, connect. I can simply merge the two sorted linked list into one sorted linked list in order of n time, right? And order of one space. We can do that easily. Okay. So by following that particular approach, we can merge the first and last together, and second last together, and third last together. But see, there is no extra, there is not an extra list to merge my current list with. So that is why it will remain as it is. Okay. Now, as this is my the same list, and I just have stored the merged list in from the left to right positions. That is why this is the zero position. I'm writing the indices. Okay, so the last element right here is basically 2. So again I will try to merge them, and here it will be remain as it is. So the last element right here is 1. So again I'll try to merge them, and the final merged list is nothing but our list. So this is actually present at index 0. So whenever I see that I have reached to index 0, that means I just have found my final linked list. So this is how we can solve it. And see, each time the size of the list is basically is decreased to n by 2, where n is basically nothing but the previously what is the previous size. So basically let's say the previous size is 5, so now the size is basically 3. So we now the size is basically okay. So this is k by 2, and I'm talking about the seal value. Okay, I'm talking about the seal value, and now it is basically k by 4. Okay, and now it is basically k by 8. So as the size is basically 8, we will stop and I will return uh, the the list first element, because that is the only element that I'm having, and that particular element is the list, and it is already sorted in increasing order. Cool. So as we can see that we we have we have to divide, or we just have k by 2 list in each iteration. So that is why the time complexity here will be nk into log k. We'll see how the log k is happening right here, but I think it is pretty clear to you now. So let's code it out. Okay, we will get to know how the things are working. Perfect. So let's say the size is basically lists dot size. Okay, and as we are talking about the indexes, so we have to decrease it by 1, because the last element is, or the last list I would say, is basically present at the last index of that array, right? So that is why we have to access that. So that is why we just have decreased it. Perfect. So now we will uh, we will iterate until we reach the index 0. So that means the size is basically denoting the index. Okay, where I am, what is the last, or we can call it last. Basically, it will be more easier for you to understand. Okay, when I reach to 0th position, that means I have created my final merged linked list that I need to the question required to be print. All right. So right here, what we need is we have to start from, for each iteration we just have to start from the left, and whatever the last currently is, we just have to traverse till that. Okay, and the j is basically last. Okay, so while I is lesser than j, what we can do is, as I have already told you guys that in this question we will solve this particular problem with in place, right? So we have to store all the merged pairs from left to right. So that is why I just have to store it in list I. Okay, as we are having two pairs, so we can simply connect them uh, by passing. So those two lists are list I and list j. Okay, as we have merged it, and we just have the merged list, and we just have inserted that particular merged list into leftmost position. Now we will move on. Okay, we have to move on. The I will be moved to its right, and the j will be now moved to its left. Okay, till now it is okay. But let's say I just have okay, just let me pick my pen. Let's say there are total three elements. Okay, in the first iteration I just have merged these two. All right, and in the second iteration I see that okay, both my I and j are pointing to the same node, so the same list. That means what? That means there are no more list which I can use those to merge, right? Because there are only one left. So that is why it will remain as it is, and the merged list will be right here at left. So the last will now updated. The last will now be updated to J. Why? Because J is now the last element. So the this is basically J. So this will now be last element, and the starting point will always be from 0. So I hope it is pretty clear to you. Now let's write it. So let's say I is greater than or equal to J. So I'll update my last position, that is J. Perfect. Now it is done. Done. Okay. Now as I have traversed all my all my list, and I just have reached to the first place. That means I just have merged everything, and I have the final merged linked list in my first position. That is why I'll return 0. Okay, I hope it is pretty clear to you. Now if you have any sort of doubt, you can simply ask in the comment section. We will look into that later. Okay, now we have to merge them together. Okay, so that is list nodes. Okay, list node, let's say A and B. Now, as we are going to write a recursive call, recursive function, so tell me what could be the best condition is. So first of all, let's say that A is not there. Okay, there is no A. So A is basically empty. So as A is empty, we have B definitely. Let's say we have B, right? We may or may not have B. So that is the optional case, right? Let's say we do not have B, then we will return null because we do not have any list to merge, right? Now let's say there is a B. So if there is a B, so B is already sorted. So we can simply go into return B. We can simply return B as right here, and same case for B as well. Let's say there is no B, so there may or may not A. So let's say there is no A. So I'll simply A is basically then null. I do not need to write it explicitly because it is already null. So I can simply return it. Otherwise, if A is there, then it is already sorted. So I'll simply go on and return A. Perfect. Now, uh, let's say that my first the value of A is lesser than the value of B. Okay, if that is the case, then which is the smallest element, in which list out of these two lists have the smallest element present? So that is in A. So that is why I'll connect the next of A to, I'll call to the next, from because I just have found my current element. I just have found that okay, A's value is lesser than B's value. Then I'll have to connect. So basically what I'm currently saying is, so let's say these two lists are I'm currently having, right? So I see that I'm sorry, not this. Let's say this particular list and this particular list I'm currently having. So I see that okay, A's value is lesser than B's value, right? So I have to connect its next with its next, right? So that is why I cannot connect from its next, right? So that is why I have to connect from the lesser value, not from the higher value. So this is why we have to connect all this, And as we have created the list, we have to return a. And if this is not the case, then definitely b's value may be lesser than or equal to a's value. So in that case, what we'll need to do is we need to connect from b. Okay. And here as b is lesser than a, so that is why we just need to move to the next of the b, and so on and so forth. Cool guys, so I hope it is pretty clear to you. So yeah, so this is it. This is the solution. Let's test it out whether it is working or not. Yeah, it is accepted. Now let's see. Okay. um okay, if there is no list given to us, then what? Then we're simply going to return null, right? If list is empty, if this is empty, then we can simply return null to it. Perfect. Cool. So yeah, so this is the solution. I hope you enjoyed throughout the video, and if you liked it, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And please kindly share this solution to your friends and colleagues so that it could be helpful for every every segment of people. So thank you guys, thank you for watching it.